Alright, so with the graphics cards of the NVIDIA well behind us, it's time to make room for AMD's new Zen 3 processors and their new 6000 GPUs. But before then, we'll be having a few builds for you guys. Two builds actually. One is going to be the one you're seeing right now, and the other one will be my personal build that I'll be doing for you guys in the coming weeks. I'm just waiting for a few things to arrive, but no worries, we have this build to worry about. So this build here, this one's going to be for my best friend's sister whose birthday just passed, and she is into gaming and streaming, so her brother asked me a couple weeks ago if we can take on the project of building her a new gaming / streaming PC. I told her yes, we can, because anytime we can build a PC and actually create content out of it, I'm always down. So this is going to be the build. We're going to be building it inside the Thermaltake P3. This is the Snow Edition tempered glass. So it's going to be one of the first times I'm ever going to build in this case. And the cool thing about this case is they're going to wall mount it, so I think that's just going to look dope. Also, this case only has one tempered glass on the front. That means nothing on the side, so it's going to be great airflow, and it's really going to be great on the thermals. Now, as you guys can see, I already installed the power supply just because I wanted to make sure the power supply we got for this case was actually going to fit it. I didn't want to build a whole system and then, you know, start recording and then figuring out, damn, should have went and got another power supply. But good news is it does fit, and we have it down there already set, locked and loaded. So pretty much all it just needs is the rest of the components to go inside. Now, talking about the rest of the components, we're going to be using the Asus ROG Strix. This is the Z490A gaming version. It's a white motherboard, which is going to complement the system. As you guys can see, they're both going to be white. Now, the motherboard does have brushed aluminum silver trimming on it, which I think is going to look elegant, classy, especially it's going to just look really nice when paired with this chassis. We'll be coupling this motherboard with Intel's i5. This is the 10th gen CPU. It's a 10400. It is not a K variant, meaning that we cannot overclock the CPU, which is totally fine because this CPU ranges on a base clock average 2.8 to 4.3 gigahertz, which I think is going to be plenty enough for her to do her gaming and streaming. Now, for graphics cards, we went ahead and chose EVGA's RTX 2060. This is the SC edition, meaning super clocked, and this is going to be a great graphics card for her because the game she's going to be playing is really not those 4K titles on ultra settings. It's going to be more of those online multiplayer games. And also has the encoder, which is why I went with this graphics card. And in the future, if she wants to upgrade to either an NVIDIA RTX 3000 series or an AMD 6000 series graphics card, should be no problem. The power supply will be able to handle anything you kind of throw it in. It's 1300 watts EVGA power supply, and I think it's going to be a great power supply. For the memory, we went and chose Corsair's Vengeance Pro. This is a 16 gigabyte DDR4 kit. It's at a 3200 megahertz frequency. It's just going to be nice, going to look cool. Now, the theme of the PC she's really going for is a white and pink, so I decided we can make the LEDs pink. Also, I ordered a few custom cables from Cable Mod in a pink and white variation, and we're just waiting for those to come, but I can add those cables at the end of the build, so we can start the rest of the build today, and when those cables arrive, I can just go ahead and plug them back in. For the AIO, I went ahead and chose the Kraken Z73. Great AIO, it's incredible, has great visuals. I should be able to monitor her temps on the actual AIO CPU block, so I think it's gonna be really sweet. I've used the Kraken X63 in the past. I have not used this one, but from all the good reviews I've been, hearing and getting good feedback, is this AIO to go with. So we'll be putting this to cool down her CPU, and I think everything will be nice and chilly. For the fans, we went and chose Corsair's QL120 RGB fans. This is going to be in the white edition. Again, because this PC is, white and pink theme, we can change the LEDs to a pink color, and the base of the fan is going to be white. It's got a RGB ring on the back and in the front, which is going to really look nice aesthetically, and it's going to be pleasing when you're looking at the system running, playing all those games. You just turn your head to the left and say, damn, that's my PC. As far as the storage goes, we'll be adding two Samsung SSDs. One will be a 512 gigabyte SSD that will be for the the operating system, and then we'll also throw in a 1TB Samsung Evo Plus SSD. That's gonna be for her games, music, files, whatever she wants to throw on there. That's pretty much it. These are the components we'll be adding into her system, and like I said, I'm excited to build this system. Without further ado, guys, let's get to building.
Something about you that caught my eye. There's something so true that sparks a light. And I don't believe in love first sight, but I can't deny this thing I found. I'm not saying that you would change my life, but what I'm saying is you make me come alive.